A few years ago, the 10-speed transmission in our F350 Super Duty had a complete failure and left us stranded towing our fifth wheel away from home. That was our first inkling of potential future problems with the 10-speed transmission. Now, I've done update videos in the past about this truck and the transmission, but recently, in the last several months, I actually thought there was a chance I was going to have this transmission replaced. In today's video, I'm going to tell you all the things that were going wrong, all the symptoms, and all the reasons I thought I might have to replace this transmission. But then I spent just under $500 that changed everything. Actual cost was $465, and it eliminated all the lurching I was getting when I'd go from park to reverse or reverse through neutral to drive. This thing was constantly lurching into gear. Even when I waited for the engine to warm up and the idles to go down, this was not a smooth transition into gear from park. The other thing I was noticing was a lot of really hard shift points, and we're talking like jolt you in your seat shift points. The transmission felt like it couldn't find the right gear, couldn't get into the right gear. If you were riding in a manual transmission vehicle with the person who drove the way this truck was driving, you'd think they had no idea how to shift a transmission. This felt like something was seriously wrong, and it's been doing this for several months now. Now, after that transmission failure a few years ago, this thing did go to the dealership. They checked it all over. They said it was just an electrical glitch. They flashed the computer system, said it's going to relearn your driving style. It's going to relearn every time you change the mode, the driving mode, between eco and normal and towing. And then it's going to learn those shift points in your driving habits so that it gives you a better system. Well, it's never gotten better. In fact, the shift points have gotten worse and worse and worse, especially when towing. Now, in our case, we bought an F350 because we were going to be towing the fifth wheel camper, and it's heavy. We're going to be hauling some heavy stuff. So this wasn't really my daily driver vehicle that I was just driving around empty all the time. This was a vehicle that when I got in it and started up the engine and put it in gear, it was because I was doing something heavy, heavy duty, super duty. Now, every time I would check in with the dealership and say, boy, this is still shifting really hard, they would say, that's typical of this 10-speed transmission. It's just learning the parameters. Now, we live in the hills of Northwest Pennsylvania. This is not flatlands. And when we were towing our 12,500-pound fifth wheel camper, it is a lot of weight for this vehicle to tow. But that's why we bought the heavy-duty F350 with the 7.3 Godzilla gas engine. Now, thankfully, we bought this as a certified pre-owned vehicle from a Ford dealership, which means that we still have over a year of warranty on the powertrain. And that was a relief because I really thought this transmission was going to have to be replaced. Although every time I took it to the dealership, they said it's just acting normally. I actually got to the point where I was considering, what am I going to do with this truck if we're approaching the end of that warranty period and the transmission hasn't been replaced? Do I need to ditch this thing before it becomes my $8,000 or more transmission replacement problem? But before making any major rash decisions, I decided we're at 45,000 miles, 5,000 miles less than the Ford recommended transmission service, but let's get that transmission service done. As I was editing this video, I wanted to grab a picture off of the Ford app showing that 50,000 mile interval for the transmission service. And to my surprise, after checking the app and the manual, shockingly, the transmission service isn't necessary until 150,000 miles. I think that is way too long. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about a 150,000 mile interval on the transmission in a heavy-duty truck like this? It's also kind of crazy that there is no dipstick where you can check the fluid level or fluid condition. And after talking with Mark at Amsoil, I decided let's switch to the full synthetic Amsoil transmission fluid and see if that keeps the transmission cooler, makes the shift points better, and improves the quality of the overall experience in this truck. So let's talk about what was done. We did the drain pan service, not the full flush, but dropping the transmission drain pan, dumping that oil, replacing the motorcraft filter, gasket, and O-ring.
All right, here's the 10-speed Ford transmission. New filter installed, old filter laying in the pan. Still not one of Ford's brighter ideas.
Those motorcraft parts cost us $167.53. We refilled with Amsoil OE synthetic automatic transmission fluid. It took 2.5 gallons plus a quart, so that's a total of 11 quarts for $123. We actually bought 12 quarts just so we'd make sure we had enough. And the labor for that transmission service was $175 at a local repair shop, not the dealership. Now, just for some clarification, those 11 quarts that came out, that's not all the transmission fluid in the system. There's some that remains in the torque converter, some that remains in the cooler lines. So this truck takes about 18 or 19 quarts of fluid. We replaced 11 of that. That's about 61% of the fluid that was replaced during this transmission service. So this was not a complete reset, but it was enough to replace the majority of the working fluid. Now here's some of the information I learned from Mark at Amsoil throughout this process. That burnt transmission oil smell that was in the old fluid, that's a symptom of the old oil not working, allowing the clutches to operate properly. There was some shearing that was happening, and that burnt oil smell is evidence that it wasn't working right. Those clutches weren't able to engage as freely as they should. Synthetic oil will make a big difference here. Typically, switching to synthetic transmission fluid from the conventional, you'll notice a 10-degree difference, cooler operating temperatures in the transmission. Now my truck has a display so I can easily view the transmission temperature. This is just a result of better heat transfer technology and stability in the high-quality synthetic oil. The factory fluid isn't necessarily bad, but most OEM fluids are not full synthetic in the same way that an aftermarket PAO synthetic like the Amsoil OE happens to be. Over time, heat and mechanical shear break down those conventional fluids. Synthetic resists that breakdown much longer. Now, when I took this truck for service, for the transmission service, I actually was taking it to the shop also to get the camper inspected. So I was towing our camper. And I took note of when I got there, the transmission was at 205 degrees. That's not super hot, but it's not a very long drive to the shop. So in about a 10-minute drive, the temperature was up to 205. They did the transmission service. I drove the truck, same route home as I did on the route there, towing the same camper, and my temperature was about 185 degrees. Transmission temperature, it is 73 degrees outside. We're at 189 for the transmission temperature towing. This was a short tow, but I think we were at 2 something on the way to the inspection place. So that's a pretty significant temperature difference. Granted, only over a short run, and we'll find out in future how this does on long hauls, how that transmission stays cooler, but it was already evident the cooler transmission. But that wasn't even close to the biggest difference that I noticed. Now again, that wasn't some type of lab test, that was just what I noticed on a short drive on the way home, but it did catch my attention. I immediately noticed a significant difference in the drive quality. When I put the truck in gear to hook up to the camper because I had to reconnect at the shop, put it in reverse, nice and smooth transition into reverse, backed up, hooked up to the camper, put it in drive, nice and smooth, no lurching forward, and then the entire drive home, towing the camper, I locked out 9th and 10th gear, so I had from 1st to 8th, again, we're in the hills of Pennsylvania, and every single shift point was smooth. Now that was immediately something that I noticed. What didn't take weeks for that transition to take place, it was immediate. I noticed how much better the shift points were. Everything felt like a brand new truck again, and not like the issues I'd been having over the last year or so. Transmission shifts so much smoother. It's almost unbelievable, the difference. both shifting up and shifting down. We're going down a hill here now. So as I touch the brake, it's shifting down. We're in 5th. But that shift was so much smoother than it was even on my way driving before the transmission service. You can see we have the 5th wheel on behind us, 12,500 pounds. So we're gonna be going down a dip and then climbing a hill. So the transmission's gonna do some shifting here. 6th, 7th. Now we're climbing up a pretty good grade, so it's gonna shift back down here. There's just such a noticeable difference. So sometimes there's a tendency only to spend money when something's broken. Sometimes I might have thought in the past, I'm not spending $500 on preventive maintenance. But in this case, that $465 made a world of difference. I'm not nearly as worried about this transmission now. It turns out I probably just went too long before changing out that original fluid. The truck says 50,000 miles. I recommend shorter interval than that to get that original fluid out, especially when you consider pretty much everything we do driving is heavy towing with this truck. So $500 in preventive maintenance gave me a lot more comfort in my thoughts about this truck. People will often avoid paying for PM service or preventive maintenance service because nothing's actually broken. But that delay can often lead to expensive repairs later. And that got me to thinking, I'd like you to leave a comment down below. What is money that you spent that you noticed the immediate difference of? Sometimes it's tires. If you have tires that are running rough or you're getting stuck, that money spent, you notice that difference immediately. Sometimes it's suspension, replacing those shocks or struts. The vehicle's smoother and quieter when you go over those bumps. Sometimes you have those why didn't I do this sooner moments, like a tune-up on the engine that makes it run a lot better. Or maybe it's something like an alignment, so you're not constantly holding the steering wheel, keeping it from pulling you off the side of the road or wearing down the edges of your tires. There are repairs and maintenance like that that you often think, I should have done this miles ago. Well, that's how I feel about this transmission service on our F350. In my case, for under $500, I've got a truck towing that now feels back to the way it was when it was new. None of those transmission issues I was having just a few miles ago when I was towing the camper for its inspection. Sometimes the best money you spend on vehicles isn't an upgrade. It's just actually doing the maintenance that gets it back to how it was in the first place. The $465 I spent wasn't a modification. It wasn't a performance upgrade. It was just something that I should have already done. And for $465, it completely changed my confidence level in this truck again. Now I have an account that I constantly take a little bit of money out of each paycheck and put into that account for vehicle maintenance. It's actually called my vehicle maintenance account in my savings account. And I put a little bit back each month so that when something needs maintenance or repair, I've got that money set aside. That money can be used, in this case, to buy something like that Amsoil transmission fluid that made a world of difference in how my truck operates. Leave a comment down below if, like me, you've got a vehicle maintenance fund, a little bit of money you put back every month that can be used for repairs and maintenance in your vehicles. If you're not doing it, I highly recommend it. It makes it feel so much better when you get that bill or you want to spend that money on something that will prevent future issues and you already have the money saved up. It doesn't feel like you're taking $500 out of your paycheck to get the transmission serviced. It just feels like you're taking $500 out of that savings that you've built up over time to keep your truck running great. So make sure you leave those comments down below. What's the best money you ever spent for an immediate return on investment? Something you felt immediately after that maintenance or repair to your vehicle. I'm looking forward to reading those comments. And again, I can't believe the immediate noticeable difference after that transmission service. Now remember, I've only replaced about 61% of the fluid, so I still have some of the old fluid in there. Leave those comments on how to get the rest of that fluid out of there, or if 61% change is good enough for now. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative and entertaining, click that thumbs up, leave those comments, hit that subscribe button, hype it if you're able, and hopefully we'll see you again the next time.